How are you guys doing? You guys are good? Yes. Are you excited to stretch your back bends today? Good, good, good. Yeah, so for today's stretches, I'm just going to use 2 to 3 blocks. I have thin blocks, so I use three normally. But if you have thick blocks, you can just use two, or you can mix between thin and thick as well. A yoga mat, a wall space. If you have limited wall space, you can like get a foldable chair or go by near couch. You can use a couch as the wall as well. I'm just going to use a wall today. And band, it can be elastic or it can be non-elastic. So it's really up to you. But if it's non-elastic, I would recommend find something a bit long so that you have more room to hold on to. Anything else? Cushion. So if you have sensitive knees, I do quite a lot of lunges. So lunges are great to open up your hips as well as like work on your backs. So I tend to do lunges in my stretching regime. So if you have sensitive knees, definitely find a cushion or two. Get them like put them nearby, and then you can put them under your knees when you stretch. Good warm up, everybody. So everyone be on your feet. And we're just gonna do 10 hip circles each direction. Oh, we have someone else coming. Hello. Come join in the warm up. We're just gonna start the warm up first. I'll walk you through with the props, stretching props, just a little bit later after the warm up. Hi, Katrina. So, again, we're going to do hip circle. Do it vigorously. Big circles, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving your hips side by side. Arms out, straight arm about your shoulder height. Circle your wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex your wrist up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex up, circle your arms. 1, 2, tiny circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Hips stay still. Now arms swing side by side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Hands together. Feet shoulder width apart. Let me turn a little bit sideways so you can see. I'm going to keep my feet shoulder width apart. Slightly turn my toes at 45 degrees. Sit my bum back. Keep my chest up. Raise my core. And then come up, squeeze my glutes. Alright? Because we don't have any weights, we don't have any resistance band. Let's do 15 squats. I'm gonna get you to do a jump squat to get our heart rate up. Okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hold it down. When you jump squat, you're gonna swing your arms back as you jump up and then squat back down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, all right. Shake your legs out, everyone, and shake your arms out as well. Have a breath. We're going to look towards your right side, left side, right side, left side. One more time. Right side, left side. Look forward, look up, down, up, down. One more, up. Keep looking down now, and then turn your head side by side. Look at your hips. Keep going, just moving. The more you warm up, the better anyway. And now we're going to head circle. 4, 5, each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome, very good. All right, now we're gonna sit down on the floor. Let me turn the camera down a little bit and just double check my other camera. Yep, all good. Okay, here. We're going to work on our hip flexor strength because it's linked with your back bend as well and also your core. So when you do hip flexor strength standing exercise, this is my favorite exercise to do. Horrible, but favorite. Okay, hang on. Keys, away the camera. We're going to sit in a pike position. Arms having your hands by the side of your hips. Straighten your knees by squeezing your quad muscles. And you're gonna engage your hip flexor and your lower abs to lift one leg off the floor, okay? So we're going to do 10 consecutively, one leg, switch over to the other side, go back to your first leg, and we're gonna hold for 10 seconds and switch to the other side, okay? Yeah, so let's do this 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, keep your torso up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap back to your first leg and hold it. Keep your chest rise up and keep your legs rise up as well. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That looks very good, everyone. And do the other side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, shake your legs out. Now, let's make it a little bit harder, but I'll give you a 10-second rest. I don't know why I said rest. 10 seconds, and then we're gonna do this exercise now. My hand's gonna move forward a little bit, and I'm just gonna press my hands down towards the floor. I'm leaning forward. This time you're gonna lift both legs off the floor, okay? Like that, yeah? Take a deep breath in, and then breathe down when you come up, and then drop down. Rest a little bit, and then come up again. You don't have to go like up and down consecutively too much. Try to go full range without compromising your body by rounding your back. And then like you hunch like this, you want to keep your back as straight as possible. Open your rib cage. When you press up, you're going to feel like the thighs pressing into your stomach, okay? We're going to do this. Let's give it a go 6 times, yeah? If you can do more than 6, maybe go to 8. That you're definitely welcome to do. The stronger the core, the better you stretch anyway. So let's do 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. Shall we go for 8? Looks like everyone can go for 8. Let's go for 8. 1 more. 2 more, sorry. And then last one. Woo! All right, good job. Cool. Turn around on your all fours now. Circle your chest. This is a favorite back exercise, warming up exercise. I'm just circle my back and my chest, and then I'm rounding my back as I'm lifting my chest up, and then when I drop, I arch my back. And I add hand circle in it as well as you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Neutral position. Point your toes. Now you're gonna arch your back, pull your shoulders away from your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push your rib cage down, and at the same time you're lifting your tailbone up, looking up. And then hunch your body. Repeat, arch your back, bring my shoulders down, don't let your shoulders go up to your ear. And then hunch. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, and look at your crotch. Arch your back again. and then hunch, and arch. And now I want you to stay arched. Drop your elbows down towards the floor, knees together, one leg straight, and kick up towards the sky. Thinking about, look forward, okay? And try to look up towards the ceiling. Pull your elbows into your thigh, and your top leg, you're gonna squeeze your glute and kick up for 15 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Swap your side. Kick up, pulling your elbows in, arching your back, and 15 kicks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Okay, bring your bum back to your heels, arms straight, hand tucked in, moving your shoulders side by side. Just stay there for 5 more seconds. And then slide your hands in towards your knee, hunching your back coming up. Shoulders roll back 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to have our blocks underneath your knees. We do push up, but instead of having your knees straight out, sometimes I assume people can't do push up as well. So if you can do push up, you can do straight knees off the floor. And normally when I do push up, my elbows by my side, my hands around my chest high. You see, like when I push, like when I straighten my arm, I keep my elbows bent. And sorry, I shouldn't say that. So when you lift up, that's fine. But when you drop down, your elbows should be by the side and shoulders down, and bring your chest down as close to the floor as possible, and then pressing back up again. But if you want to do push up like on your knees, like knees on the floor, you can do that, but I find that's too easy. You're not really strengthening anything. Now it's the blocks or something elevated to put under your knees. I would do this, and then I set up by keeping my head flat and my shoulders away from my ears, my wrists a little bit wider than my shoulder width apart. I keep my elbows bent close to my rib cage, drop my chest down, and I push up again. So you go down slow and explosive. Coming up, we're going to do this 12 times, okay? Are we ready? Set up first. I'll wait for a few more seconds. And let's go. Take everything, come down and come up. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I say 12? I think when I say 12, let's do 12. 11, and last one. 12. Very nice. Okay, now you're just gonna sit on your heels, arms out. We stretch our shoulders. I'm crossing my right arm now, pulling back, keep my right shoulder down. And then I'm bringing my right arm up behind my head, my left arm pushing my right elbow down. I'm leaning my head towards my left side. As I keep my bum sit down, I poke my rib cage out. Side bend also really good when you do back bending. So it's not just you bending back and forth. You also need to like work on your thoracic twist. Let's do the other side. So left arm now. And then left elbow up, push it down. And then poke your head towards your right side. Keep your bum sit down. Alright, very good. Back to center. Okay, shake your shoulders out. Now, we're gonna use the blocks to open up your upper back. What we're going to do is, if you have to, we can utilize the top one, having the medium setting. like this. Yeah. So when I place the block, it looks like this. Or if you have three, you can put them flat and put three stacked on top of each other, and then you place it underneath your back. So when I do placing the stack under my back, you all girls can think about the bra strap, right? It is usually the bra strap is sit up a little bit higher than your mid back, so we want the edge that is closest to you around your bra strap. Okay, don't go down lower than your upper back yet. We're just going to work on our shoulders in your upper back first. So place it here max or a little bit higher, but not too high towards your shoulders either. Okay, so that takes a little bit like trial and error just to feel where it sits. It's a little bit trickier when you place the top lock in the medium setting. When I do it, this is how I do. I going to have my hands in line with the stack, and I'm kind of lifting my body up like a bridge, and then I move my body forward and back. So it depends where I find the edge. So if I'm like too far back here and then I try to lean down, this is gonna happen, the block fall off. So I'm just gonna think about lifting my chest up first, and then you drop your elbows, like you bend your elbows and you drop your chest down, and then you're gonna find it right here. You push the pressure down evenly so the block won't like tip back and forth. With flat blocks, you don't have to think about this. It's just as you do, like you're just gonna find a stability straight away. Anyway, so when I'm here, right, I'm gonna place my hands behind my head. I keep my elbows neutral position. So I don't wanna open out so much, or I wanna close my ribcage here. Actually, I do. Think about elbows in as you lifting your chest up, and then when you come down, right, open your rib cage, and then use the back of your head to push your hands down. Then I want you to open your arms out, flare your armpits out, and then you close your elbows and you round your back as you come up. And then you come back down, take a deep breath in, and as you go down, deep breath out. Try to use the back of your head to pushing the hands down, and you see my elbows like try to turn out as much as I can when I go down. Take a deep breath in when you come up. Use your hands to support your neck as well. Don't use your neck to look up and then you find yourself like tensing up your neck muscles. Okay, so I want you to find your own pace. You go down as far as you can. Hold the end range for like 5 seconds, and then you come back up again. Okay, very good use of the books as well. Yes, Sarah, bring your hip away from the stack a little bit. I think you're a bit too close. Yeah, that's better. That's good. Yeah, gorgeous. So we do 8 in total. Yeah, 8 down, 8 up. Awesome. At the 8th one, you can try to straighten your knees, and then just keep your knees pressing down towards the floor as you pressing your head down. Beautiful. Okay. Nice job. Hold there for like 5 to 10 seconds, and then you can come up. Good job. All right. Come up, have a rest. We do the same exercise now, but this time you're gonna have your arms raised up this way. So when I have my hands behind my head here, I'm going to now thinking about my arms straight out. Okay, so when I think about open my shoulders, my approach, I always going to say, when you find yourself try to like pull your arms back, right? You, especially when you read your scale, lots of time, and I had this same problem before. I do find like when I try to kick or like try to straighten my leg, my shoulders can't take it anymore, and it won't open up, even though my legs are not straight. Now when I do my straight leg needle scale, I don't have to like, I don't feel as much pull, even though my legs are straighter, way straighter than before. It's just the muscle engagement. So for me, I find when I open my shoulders, I'm gonna think about like there's like a falling ceiling falling down on your head, but you have to like push that ceiling off the head. So it means that it requires you to shrug your shoulder up, and then the armpits. You're gonna think about, right, when you like close your shoulders, you like turn your armpits in and you hug yourself in, like hug the floor. Not hug the floor. Hug someone. Like you want to hug someone, your armpits like turn in. But when you like want to open your shoulders, besides shrugging your shoulder up, you want to turn your armpits out as well. So that you see when I'm here, right, I'm going about shrug up and then turn my armpits out. And turning your armpits out, your shoulder blades squeeze together and your lats open up. So you actually using your lats and then your shoulder blades to help with your shoulders. It's not just shoulder joints coming back. Of course, some people are gonna have like super flexible shoulders and then come back further, but also fine. Like if you don't think about it and just let your shoulder go back, one day your muscle is gonna get like injured over the time. So we just want to like be aware of how we engage your muscles. Coming back to this stretch, we just gonna go like this here. If you have something higher, please feel free to add on to that. If not, just stay where you are. I'm gonna think about now. My hands are straight, my arms are straight. I'm thinking about palm facing together, okay? Don't wanna think about palm facing away. Here, I'm just gonna bring my arms back. I open my rib cage and then I tap the floor and then I head looking down. Shrug my shoulder up even more and then I come up. I lift my chest up by using my core and then take a deep breath in. Open your shoulders by shrugging your shoulder up and turn your armpits out. Thumbs touch down and then come back up. Alright, everyone do with me. So we're going to do this 10 times. Yeah. If you find that's easy, have your hands together. Yeah, so when your hands together, that's make it harder, but also like not too hard, but you can't touch down on the floor. Okay, do that 8 times as well, everyone. And when you're there, same thing at your end range, try to hold it and then think about like extend your arms up. Beautiful. At the same time, try to push your tailbone down into the ground. Even though it's already sit down, you can always find like you try to like put a dent on the floor using your butt cheek. Yeah, so that way it's open up a little bit more in your abs, and then it's linked to your shoulders. Beautiful. Yeah, that's it. Keep going. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just gonna do for the peeps, doing offline so they can see. Do 8. Really try to lift your abs up, push your tailbone down, look back all the way when your hands touch down and then shrug your shoulders up, arms straight. I'm just gonna do 2 more and then I'll look at you guys. Okay. Last one for me. How are we feeling? Yeah, we're feeling okay. Hunch forward and then you can like reach towards your toe into like a half pike, like your knees bend to counter stretch your back. Okay, moving on to the next one, we're going to lunge. This time is the time that you pull out a cushion if you have sensitive knee, or else you can use an extra block to put it under your knee. So there are lunge away from the wall and there are lunge closer to the wall. I'm going to do the lunge away from the wall first. With this one, do I need a cushion? No, I'm okay. So with this one, when I lunge, I'm gonna have 2 blocks by my side here. Have the blocks in the highest setting and it's close to your hips. Not too far here because my pet peeve is when I lunge, I don't want to lean forward because I'm not feeling much in my hip flexors at all. I want my body to be stacked on top of my hip. That way, bring the blocks back. You can, if you have a tendency of turning your knee out, like turning your hip out when your hip don't square, you can flex your foot and then think about like dig your 5 toes under as well. So that way it makes your hips square. Your front leg, you don't want your heels to be too far back like this. This is a little bit too far back. for my preference, at least under your knee, or if you can go further, that would be good. My engagement for this one is when I press down into the blocks, I lift my hip up, I almost feel like I'm scooping my back leg under and forward, okay? I squeeze the glutes as much as I can, I tuck my hip under, I close my rib cage, slightly lift myself up, hold there for 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax your muscle, soften your elbows, and then you bring your hip down towards the ground, almost like it's a magnet, the floor and your hips is magnet, you're just gonna like let it try to like attach together, and then hold that for 10 seconds. By the time it's 10 seconds now, you want to scoop your tailbone under again, tucking your back glute, and then you pull your front hip back, close your abs, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wiggle your front leg forward a tiny bit, and then you soften your elbows, pushing your hip down, and try to think about lengthen your hip flexor of your back leg. We do 2 more rounds, okay? So hold there for a few more seconds, and then you tuck your tailbone under again, squeeze your glute, pull your front hip back, close your rib cage. You're gonna feel a slight lift. That's fine, and then wiggle your front leg forward, and then push your hip down again. Yes, 5, so not 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Okay, so you want to tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes, hold here, and then relax your muscle, push your hip down. From here, I want to flex your foot and raise the knee off the floor. Okay, you can use your hand to push into the block to raise your hip up a little bit, but we don't want to increase the height of your torso too much. You want to increase the height in your knee, but not with your torso. Holding here for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop your back knee down. Push into the block, pull your front hip back, front leg straight, walk your blocks forward, and then counter stretch. Extend your torso. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, swap your side. Set it up, having the blocks by the side. Tuck your toe under to make sure your knee is square. Front heel passing your knee. Keep your body upright. Tucking your tailbone under, squeezing your back glute. And squeeze there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your hip, push your hip down, soften your elbows. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiggle your front leg, attack forward. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your back glute, hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your hip, wiggle your front leg forward a tiny bit before you push down, and then you push down. Soften your elbows. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Actually, 2 more times. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiggle your front leg forward. Push your hip down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last time. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your front hip back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your muscle. Push your hip down. Hold here, and then raising the back knee off the floor by squeezing your quad, and then think about pushing the heel backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Woo. Bring your bum back. Front leg straight. Walk your blocks forward and forward bend. Keep your back straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Drink some water, everyone. We're going to do one more time. But before we go back to your lunge, and now when I do it, I'm just gonna do the lunge and arch back. That helps you to like open up your back actively. But before we do that, I'm going to give you this exercise first, so that you understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to, you can choose to do sitting on your heels like this here, or you can choose to sit up, sit up like this. Now my hands, I'm holding in front of my rib cage here. I'm going to open my abs. So my abs here, this is normal. When I'm holding in front of my abs, I'm lifting my abs up, like I lift here and lift my chest. I squeeze my shoulder blades together, shoulders down away from my ears. Give myself a little bit double chin. I don't want to tip my head back just yet. When you open your abs, the next step is to shine your chest up towards ceiling. If your bums is up, you want to push your hip forward, engage your inner thighs. You want to think about like your crotch is like a vacuum. You suck something up towards your crotch. It sounds a bit wrong, but when I think about that, I actually switch on my inner thighs, and then I feel like my hip working as well alongside with my back. Back to my upper body now. Chest shining up towards ceiling. You can set double chin, shoulders down away from your ears, and you keep shining until your eyes are looking up towards the ceiling. Of course, you keep curling your back by lifting your abs up even more as you try to look back, and then your eyes are just going to go back. So it's not about your head curl and then you drop your body back, and that's called back bend. It's about your back open up, and then it's like a J. It's like but J upside down. When you like think about like the hook, it's kind of like go up and then go like a round shape, and then you go back down. Your head is the end of the J when it's upside down. So your head, you don't want to like start with like looking back straight away, and we try to avoid to like lean your body back like this here. You don't have to go as far. You can just like think about go this far. That's fine as long as you utilize everything properly. Rather than you try to go all the way down, but like you see, I'm hinging through my lower back here, and then I'm going to touch my head. Your goal is to not touch your head on the floor. Your goal is to like engage everything as you do. Okay, so make sure your knees are shoulder width apart. If your glute up, if you do glute down, you can just think about your upper body and your tailbone. So as I arch, of course with this one, the approach a bit different. Instead of like curling back, you're gonna think about pushing your chest forward, like you're motorboating someone. Okay, so like pushing your chest forward, sticking your bum back. So opposition. So your chest go this way, your bum go this way, and open your abs. So like you stretching your abs out and shoulders roll back. Your chin, give yourself a double chin, and then you head tilting back as you go. With this one, you're not gonna feel as deep bend when your hips is up, but it's actually really good to like learn to open your front and you bend in your back deeper. Yeah. So maybe you can do the approach when your knee is down. You think about raise your chest up, stick your tailbone back. As you push your chest forward, the more you feel like your head is tipping back, you push your chest forward even more. And hands keep holding on your rib cage to feel your abs expanding. Yes, that's very nice. Good job, everyone. Yes, and then you come back up, lifting through with your chest, and take a deep breath in, and your head coming up last. And you kind of like tuck your chin and look down to count to stretch your neck. And then when you're ready, you do that again. You can like go a little bit deeper. If your bum is up, if your bum is down, you can try this one more time, and then maybe try the approach where your bum is up 1 or 2 more times after that. Yes, and my tip for you when to bend deeper in your camel, we call the knees up camel. I'm taking the air through my upper ab. So when I do it, hopefully the camera can see. When I do it right, I take the air, collect the air through here, and I exhale out as well using that part of my abs. I find my back bend deeper when I do that. So when I'm here in my max here, I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then I curl more. Put down, I dump it into my lower back. Take a deep breath in through here, and deep breath out. So you're at home, you're not gonna like, don't be shy with the breath. You can like take a deep breath in through your nose and fully breathe out through your mouth. Okay, so that way, when you learn to like let go the air out of your abs, you find the back bend is more comfortable. Yay, so that is the exercise. We want to do the same with your lunge. So now we kind of like do a compound exercise where it hits everything. It hits your not hamstring, your hips, your front leg, and then your hip flexors, your back. There are multiple stages you can do. Let's do 2 or 3 rounds. For this one, depends how much time we have. We can do 2 first. See how we go. You can have 2 blocks by your side. It's just to have like a safety break. You don't need to use a block for this one. When I lunge, I can have my hands pushing into front knee here. And then same thing. First thing, I push my hip down. And then I'm going to open my abs, rib cage lifting up, and then my chest shining towards ceiling. Give myself a double chin. You see my hands push into my knee, and I straighten my arm and I curl my head and looking back. Holding here for a few seconds as you push your hip down. Take a deep breath in through your abs and dip it down. Push your hip down even more, and then you're lifting your abs up. And then from here, I want you to counter stretch by hunching your back, leaning forward first before you do the next one. Okay? When you've done that about 2 times, try one arm reaching out, just one. If you be greedy in 2, it's gonna be very hard. Of course, if you're quite advanced in the stretching, like stretching backs, you can try both arms. So when I go here to my max, I'm gonna think about balance with my hip by bracing my abs, and then I trace my arm along my chest, and then think about thumb facing down as I try to reach my arms, and then try to do the other arms as well. Raise here, and then I come up. If you wanna do 2, just make sure you brace your hips and your core, and then do 2 at the same time. Or actually, you can either do 2 at the same time, or you can do 1 and that stay, the other arm go after. And after you've done that, then by reaching your arms up, shrug your shoulder up towards your head and squeeze your upper back, okay, as you lean back. Yeah, so do the curl in your lunge with your hands on the knee for like twice, and then do the arms raising 1 and 2 for like twice. Yeah. So when you do 1 arm and then the second arm, it counts as once, and we do twice of that. That's it. Beautiful. Yep, that's it. Front leg a little bit more forward, Sarah and Eva. That way you're gonna feel a deeper hip stretch, and also you can push down as you try to reach your hands back. Because when you reach your hands back, your body weight is tipping back, so you're gonna find yourself like, oh, why I'm like falling backward? It's just because your front knee is not open far enough. So just as you go leaning back, you just push your hip down a little bit more, and make sure your shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Gorgeous. That's very nice. Yeah. And don't forget to come up as well. Don't hold in that pose for a very long time, okay? You don't put too much stress in your back. And also try to like do the counter stretch as even as you do the stretching backwards. You don't feel like your back is like gonna break. Slowly ease it in, rather than like with back bend, you're gonna take some time. Some people are gonna take longer than the other. It took me like literally 30 minutes to actually get to the point when I can like feel comfortable reaching back before, or like sometimes 1 hour, but now it's just shortened because my back is getting used to it. So don't worry if you feel like you have to take some time to get it warm. It's just everyone looks like everyone's body is different. Yes, beautiful. That's it. Yes, and when you reach your arms, right, try to maintain your arms straight. You can have your arms out, like turn, like be away from your head, but keep your arms straight, and then think about shrug your shoulder up and pull back. That goes a long way. Then you try to like turn your arm to the side and twist through your shoulders. We don't want to do that just yet. There's an exercise for that. Yes, push your hip down first, Andrea, before you reach your hands. That's it. And then raise your abs up, think about push your rib cage forward, and shine your chest up towards ceiling, and then your head curl. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. And you can have your arms a bit open, like open wider. I think you're holding your hands together, didn't you? Maybe like have your arms more out, and then you're gonna find yourself going back more. Okay, don't forget to do the other side as well. How many did we do so far? Did we finish one side? Yeah, we do the other side after. Okay, I'm just gonna do with you the other side so that the kids at home, like offline, they can do it. Push my hip down and push into my knee. I shine my chest up towards the ceiling, arch my back. Think about like lift my abs up, head curl as I push, hold here, and I stretch my arms. Take a deep breath in through my upper abs and curl a little bit more, and then I come up, and then I come back down. But before you can stretch first, so you hunch your body, and then arch again. Up. One more time, actually twice, because I have to raise my arms. 1, back in, swap my arm. 2, back in. One more time. So tiring, isn't it? But it's good. You're gonna feel super warm on this one. And then the other arm. Awesome. Woo! Ow! My hips on fire. I don't know about you guys, but my hips are like dying doing this one. Okay, have a water break, everyone. And next one, we're going to work on your shoulder rotation. Now, so you're going to have the straps nearby you. I'm just gonna double check my camera battery if everything is okay. Yep, everything's good. All right, does everyone have strap nearby? Can I see what your strap look like? That's good, that's good. All right, awesome. So if your strap is super stretchy, I would recommend hold them a bit closer. If they are very tight or like non-stretching at all, you can try it with your arms out. Normally, I would start with my arms wide like this, yeah. And then I'm thinking about pull the band away from each other. Even though it's not stretching, you still put an effort to use your lats muscle to pull the band away and stretch it out. That's good. From here, I'm just going to show you first so you can watch. I'm sitting on my knee here, and then I keep my rib cage closed. I don't want to like arch my back when I bring my arms back. So you see lots of time people do this. Yeah, so you see like I push my chest forward and I go back. There's exercise for that, but we're not doing that just yet. We just isolate with your shoulders. So you want to keep your torso straight, and then you shrug your shoulder up. And breathing is important. Every time you want to go over your head, you take a deep breath in, and when you go over the head, breathe it out. So for example, if I'm going from the front to the back, this part here, I take a deep breath in. When the band passes my head, I deep breathe out. And when the band pulling backward, you want to think about shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and your arms are still straight when you pull back. If you feel like your shoulders are breaking, maybe have your hands out, like away further out. So you can just start with that first until your shoulders getting stronger and more mobile. Then you can bring your hands in. We don't have to rush yet, okay? So just think about that. And also, when you come back up forward, you want to squeeze shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in, pull up, and then deep breath out. And when you go forward here, I'm slightly hunching my body, okay? And then I go back up again. I keep my rib cage closed, and my chin, I don't want to like poke my head forward too much. I keep my neck neutral, and I keep looking forward. As I tap my band down towards my bum, I come back up, and I tap the band to my thighs, and I come back up. Okay, so we're going to do this 8 times in total. Let's go. I'm going forward now, backward. 1. Try not to arch your upper back, yeah, and lower back as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Awesome. Rest a little bit by bringing your hands forward, hunching your back. We're gonna do one more round, but this round you can just do 5, and you're going to have your hands closer where you are. Even I move just an inch or 2, that's good enough. You don't have to like make it a big difference. You're gonna feel like a big difference in your shoulders with just 1 or 2 inch in, which is one hand. You don't even need to like do 2 inch both hands. That's like 4 inches a lot. Yeah, so like when my hands here, I just go in, attack here, and then that's fine. Okay, because you're going to still have your arms at like your torso as evenly in the middle of your between your hands anyway. So you're not gonna be feeling lopsided. Just make sure you do both shoulders pulling back. So don't just do one and then pull back the other 2. If you have to do that, it means that you need to bring your arms out wider. Okay, so let's do again for 5. Yeah, take a deep breath in first, and then deep breath out. Turn your armpits away. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, pulling back, and then take a deep breath in, coming up, and deep breath out, hugging yourself. Up, deep breath in, deep breath out, pulling back, beautiful, and over, back. Let's do 2 more, or not 2 more, 3 more. Going back, remember not arching your back. Nice. 2 more, beautiful. If you find that's too easy, make sure you bring your hands back further, like in further. In closer, not further. I don't know why I say that. 1 more time. And then rest. Whew. All right, shake your shoulders out. We're going to do exercise using the bend again. This time you're allowed to arch your back. So I'm going to show you. When I have my hand, this one, I have my hands a tad closer, and then I'm bringing my arms back, but I stop midway, where you feel like it's a bit like kind of like a sticky spot where you like, it's not comfortable, but it's not super stretchy either. So when I go here, this is my spot here. Usually it's midway, and then I'm just gonna think about pulling the band side by side. So when I'm here, I arch my back a little bit, and then I use my arm to pull it. Seesaw. I think that's called seesaw, isn't it? Like pulling one to the side, the other arm being pulled back, and then you swap side. Okay. So this one you're allowed to arch your back and think about just pull side without turning your chest. So if you want to like have a good measure, think about like you look at the front and you try to keep your chest stay looking at the front. You don't want to like tilt. So you see like I'm not like doing a shimmer with my chest here. I want to keep my chest like that, and then I pull side. Okay, so try to pull 8 times in total, and then you come back. So you find in a sticky spot and you stop there, and then you just pull side. Do it slow and gentle, feeling the side shoulder being stretched out, and then you do the other side as well. That's it. Beautiful, everyone. That's good. And then you can come forward and you just rest. So we just do once, okay? And circle your head as well, because you know when you do shoulder like this, your neck feeling a bit tense, so we can always like Relax your neck. And other side. The next one that I like doing it as well is I have my hands holding on the edge of the mat, like here. And of course, the closer your hands are, the harder it is. My contortion teacher before, she has her hands all the way in and she flattened her back down on the floor. I don't know how she does that, but her shoulders are super intense, flexible. Hopefully one day, but so far now you can just grab like more like the corner of the mat, and then you just grip it, and then you just moving your hip away from your hands. Okay, so you see I'm lifting my palm up, and then I bring my hip towards my heels. First thing, your chest is up, and then your arms straight, shoulder forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, melting your spine down towards the floor without allowing your hands to slide further out, like away from each other, but you can always slide away from your hips, okay? Take a deep breath in, lifting your chest up, and deep breath out, relax and melt your spine down towards the floor. And then from here, you go into the thing by roll your shoulder forward and roll your shoulders back for about 5 times. Shoulder tap forward and back. Forward, when you go forward, your chest melt down, and when you go back, your chest lifted. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and from here, slide your hands out, let go of the mat, and then just slide out as you bring your chest down and your arms out, open like crucifix. Okay, and then circle out your wrists, and you going to move your knees side to side. Beautiful. All right, moving on. We're going to use the wall now. Okay, if you don't have the wall, you can use the edge of the couch. That's fine. Let me show you my other exercise you can do to help open up your hips, and maybe you can try to grab your ankles, like when you do cocoon or when you do needle scale, things like that. But normally I would do curling back. I'm quite good at curling back rather than try to do the grab, but I'll show you either way. So let me think. You can have a cushion underneath your knee, or you can have a block underneath your knee. The distance, it should be, let me double check the camera, turn the camera if I need to. It should be okay. Alright. So this is probably like one or second last exercise we're going to do. Here, you have a cushion underneath your knee. When you lunge down, you want to be able to like flex your foot and then raising your leg up like this, like be vertical. So if your block is like too far forward, bring it in. And then you want to have like the top bit of your knee roll down onto the floor so you feel comfortable here. So this is like a good stretch, deep stretch in your hip flexors. I flex my foot so that I don't allow my knee to turn out. My front hip pulling in, and I have other 2 blocks by my side to assist me. And then I'm thinking about head curl and then looking at my heels and looking at the wall. When you're here, what you can do is you can do like an arm break position and then raising your arms up and tapping your heels. When you look at your heels here, so when I do it, right, I'm not like raising my arms up and swing back like this. I'm doing this as I do. I reaching as I bend my arms and I'm reaching my ankle and my foot. If you can reach to your foot there, you're going to grip it with your ankle and then you pull your ankle upwards. That way it helps you to curl your back more. So let me take my shirt off so you can see what I'm talking about. This is a great way to also deepen up your back curl in your upper back and your mid back. So you have like nice evenly bent both sides. Not both sides, but entirely on your back. So when I do it right, I make sure my hip push down, and then I curl my back, I look back, and then I see my ankle, and you see my arm is bent, and then think about curl until my hands is holding here. When my hands here, I'm pulling my heels up, and then I curl my back. So you see, if I don't pull, I'm just gonna stay like this, but I'm kind of like trying to pull up, and then I curl and then push my hip down, and you see my front hip is going forward, and then of course the other hand can go, and you do that. Of course, if you can't do that, that's fine. Your modification is you go here and your hands touch the wall. Yeah, almost like you try to pull the wall up. Like when you're like this, you want to grip the wall and you pull up. If you don't have the wall and also you can't reach towards your ankle, you can tie the band around your ankle. Yeah, and then I will do the same. So however you tie it. But with this one, you might have to pass on to your hand. So when you go into your lunge, have the band close to you so that you can grab and pass on. From here, same thing. Your hands just grab the band and then you rotate and you go center, walk your hands, go down, and you pull the band up. Yeah, so either way, having your foot upwards, that will help you to like do the curl better, and then you can practice like having the feeling of like how your hand go close to your ankle. Yep, make sure you push your hip down a little more, Katrina. Oh yes, or if you can try to reach your hands first and then you push your hip down as you try to like lift the door off the floor, that would be good. Almost there, Evelyn. I think, Evelyn, having your front knee turned out slightly, that would help you to balance a little bit more. Yes, push your hip forward more. Yeah, nice. Nice, Eva. Yeah, bend your elbows, so slide your hands out a bit more, and then you try to pull the wall off the floor so that your head gonna curl back a little bit more. Nice, Sarah. Wiggle your front leg a little bit more forward, babe, so that you can push your hip down. And don't stress about going hands down. You're working on curling your back by pulling your leg up. And as you feel like when you pull your leg up, you use your legs more as you pull, and then your head will curl back more. Okay? Nice. Good, Andrea. Wiggle your front leg forward more, Andrea. So your front knee a little bit too far, and work on your hip pushing down as you try to curl your back. That's it. That's it. Keep your front knee turned in. Don't turn out too much. Yes, that's better. That's beautiful, everyone. Is everyone knee okay? Yeah? Alright, do the other side as well. If you feel any pain, sharp pain, please let me know. Or feeling any uncomfort that is like not bearable when you do stretch, we don't want to torture ourselves too much. I mean, this is a kind of like torture, but a pleasing torture. Yeah, good. So if you have like a block under your knee, that makes your leg go higher, and then you can see your ankle more, so that makes kind of motivate you to reach your ankle with your hands more. Yeah, front leg can be a bit more forward, Andrea. Yes, Evelyn. Bend your elbows and then think about pull the band upwards, and think about upper back squeeze, shoulder blade squeeze, lifting your chest up. Good. Yeah, that's nice. Push your hip down a little bit more. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Push your hip down. Gorgeous. Katrina, bring your back leg in closer, babe. So it should touch the top bit of your knee instead of like going here. Because if you're placing the pressure right here, it's too painful. Okay, so make sure it's like go up here. Nice job. Yes, Eva. Slide your hands down. Yep. Almost there. Slide more. Yeah, almost touch the foot. Maybe grab the foot. Maybe. Oh no, you come out. I mean, you don't have to. If you feel like I can grab the foot, I'm there. Deep is that's fine. Yes, beautiful, Katrina. Awesome. All right, we've done both sides. Yeah. How are we feeling? Are we okay? Are we wrecked? I hope so. But wrecked in a good way. Of course, you are welcome to do more stretches if you want. Since you're already warm, I normally like stay back and then stretch for like 10 more minutes. You can do any kind of exercise you want. Also, if you working on your bridge, right? This is one way to help like get your bridge nicer. I'm just giving you like. So I'm sorry if you guys are like late to something. You can log off and then you can watch the recording after. I'm just giving you like 5 more minutes. So this is also the exercise I really like doing when I try to open up my back and my shoulders. Going to the bridge by having one hand down on the ground. I'm having my feet wide and then away from my bum. I'm lifting my hip up through my arm. Okay, so you see like when I go, right, I'm having my other hand on my chest and then I keep thrusting my hip up towards you, thrusting my abs up, and then I push through my bottom arm. You see my bottom arm, I'm gonna turn my wrist inwards as I try to like looking down. The other hand, you can like reaching out here or you can reach down towards the floor. You can stop here and then think back. Like someone is trying to pull your whole body upwards towards the sky. That way, it helps you to like gaining strength in your arm when you try to do bridge. Lots of time I find people like when they try to press up into bridge straight away, they don't have the strength. But when you go sideways, it's actually really good to build up your strength of your arms so that you feel like you're not collapsing. When you're here, also when you don't want to like push your arms back this way, yeah, you want to like use your feet to push forward, your shoulder stack on top of your wrist, and then you think about like turning with the wrist. Okay, so doing that will help you to build strength in your reach. And of course, you can reach your hands all the way back towards the wall, the ground. There you go. Oh yes, Andrea, that's good, babe. Pulling your socks off the foot, even though like your socks gonna come up, but just maybe walk your hands down to your toe first when you pull up. That's so nice. Yes. Yeah. So if you do the circle bridge, reach your hands down and then shrug your shoulder up towards your ear. Straighten your knees, squeeze your quad muscle, lifting your abs up towards the ceiling. Then your chest push forward. Your head can keep it in neutral and then you want to tuck your chin a tiny bit. Have your feet a bit further out, Sarah. That will be helpful when you try to lift your hips up. Go, Katrina. You can do it, babe. Yes, that's it. Lift your hip up a little bit more. Yes, gorgeous. Now lifting your chest up and then bringing towards your shoulders. So right now your chest a bit far. Yeah, so your abs raising up a little bit more. Yes, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Go up a little bit more. So try to have your shoulders stacked more on top of your wrists. Yes, Sarah. Squeeze your inner thighs. You're there. You can just stay there. No, your hands are there. Fine. Yeah. And then you just think about lift your abs, lift your chest, squeeze your thighs, hold it, and slowly turning your bottom hand inwards and then reaching your other hand back. That's great. That's already good. Yes, yes, yes. Turning your wrist in a little bit more. So your bottom hand, when you're placing down, you grip a bit too tight. You have like, for example, this is my floor. I turn with the wrist in as I'm lifting up. That way you can like find yourself like rotate in better. Okay. Good job. All right, circle out your wrist when you're done both sides. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again next time. Have a good weekend, everyone. If you have any questions, ask me now. And then I can answer. How are we? How is the intensity? Are we like, do we want more in the future? Is it too hard? No? Yeah, it's okay. All right. If you feel shy talking now, you can always private message me and then, I can always chat with you more with the back bending And yeah, you will catch this workshop again on the platform if you want to like stretch again. I would recommend have a rest for one day, and then if your back is feeling normal the second day, then do that. Or whenever your back is feeling normal again, then do it again. So do more than once will help you stretch your back more effectively than just do once. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Mucci.
My pleasure. Well done.